What's up, everybody? You can tell I'm in the middle of a project. Wasn't sure if I was going to make a video because I wasn't actually sure how I was going to do this today, but one thing I'm missing from my Monster that I don't have on the Streetfighter, USB. So the Monster, if you don't know, has the new Monster 937 has a USB port built underneath the seat because the battery's back there. With this guy, yeah, battery's up front underneath the fairing, but you do have this Optimate style charger cord that runs out, and for about 30 bucks or a little bit less, you can actually get an adapter for USB compatible with your Apple accessories, whatever kind of phone. If you have a USB connector you can use with a Lightning, we can hook this all up directly to the battery. So project today is feed this a little bit more out of the way so it's not sitting here on my quick shifter, and then have the cable run up to where I use my quad lock and have my phone up top and have it there whenever I need it. So check it out. So I went with the Optimate because this was the same setup I had on the Monster for my trickle charger. And so I actually have the Optimate trickle charger already, and I'm going to use it for this bike again. So this is all about getting this adapter into a location here somewhere where it's out of the way with my charger cord for my phone running up to my quad lock. First things first, this is back here on purpose so you don't have to actually access your fairing to get to your charger if you just want to trickle charge on the bike. And so I've just cut back a couple of these ties. They're just ties dedicated to your charger line. And you can see there's a lot of line here. And so I'm just gonna find a place for the adapter to attach to here and sit in here comfortably. We'll zap strap it in place. And then I'll figure out a route for the charger for my phone. So charger attached here. You can see the USB has power, and that will be the one trouble that anyone who's attached a phone directly to their battery is that that little light will be drawing power all the time. So I'm going to test it out and see if it's not too much or causing any havoc to make sure it'll work with my bike. My first thought was to actually take this and tuck it like right away under here with the harness so that it's completely out of the way, you can never get to it. But then I was thinking, if I wanted to charge something else, if I keep this panel accessible, I'll be able to actually unplug the phone cord and plug in my GoPro or whatever else needs power. And that would be right here where this little knuckle is where your shock ends. This is the end of the fairing right here. I'll pop it on and show you. So that's gonna tuck in like that once we get it all bolted together. And there it is hiding under there. I'll be able to tuck that cord away. And then I'll still be able to unplug it and charge my GoPro and other devices. Sweet. Come wintertime too, I'm also gonna leave enough slack. There's a lot of extra cable here for the charging tender. So I'll be able to actually pull the adapter out and get to my charger without pulling the fairing off. All right, so this is all in place. Super clean line. Just came up here where the harness comes through. And then I'll go up top to my quad lock. Be able to go left or right. I can always tuck in the extra cable if I need to. And now I'll put the fairing back. Since I didn't record that, I'll show you quickly how to do that. First step, these two inserts right here and one down below. Get those in place, then we'll start screwing it together. So from there, you'll see the next two screws. There's one in the center, one up top. To line those up though, there is a little sliding clip here that will help hold this in place. So you have to slide that forward. All right, 1, 2, and now around the front here. This is the one that holds this red piece on. So we'll get that in and then this will all be tight. So now this piece has 3 pressure fittings and 1 screw. So this is just gonna pop in. You can see these 3 rectangles here. And you'll access that screw from the back. This one in. And if you're new to Ducati, all these little screws, these are all 3 mils. We'll do these last 2 pieces in the red part last. And not a bad idea to go over your bike and tighten those every couple of weeks. They tend to rattle loose. All right, top 2 in. And the last mystery screw, if you can see this, is tucked underneath here, right by the shock. That last one's tucked way up in there. And that one's actually a 4 mil, not a 3 mil. And then just because I don't want anything sliding around, put one extra zap strap in here too, just so nothing's moving. Should be good to go. And like I said, I can still get in here, get that access and use that port for something else, or pull it out all the way and get to my battery charger. Now last step, if you missed my video yesterday, put the wings back on. All right, all done. Taking this on the iPad. We'll see how video is on my iPad, just so I could use my phone. You can see how clean this is. You literally have to get down here underneath and look up to see where that attachment is, but I can still access it if I want to charge my GoPro. Cord for my phone, of course, runs through where the harness is. I've got one little connector here. See that? Right up to the quad lock. I've got the vibration damper here, and so you can actually run the cord through here. And my power is good to go. I use my GPS a lot, especially on trips, and that gives me maps, Waze, where the police, camera, all the stuff you normally use on your phone at your fingertips. And this is where I sit, so it's out of the way from my screen, so I can still see everything on my speedo, my tack, and now I have power. There we go. So if I'm not using this, I can actually just wrap this around, just tuck it in out of the way. But I pretty much ride with my phone all the time, so now I've got power. If this was black, maybe I should get a black cord, you won't even see it. But there's a little slack there, so I've got full range of motion. And like I said, you can't even see it underneath unless you really dig down there. So probably bit off a little bit more than I wanted to chew today, but glad that's all done. Power's in, and long rides are coming. I've only got 2-3 weeks left of weather here in Canada. We'll probably have snow by October, so getting in some riding while we can, and while I'm feeling better, hopefully this week. And yeah, one more project. Picked up one more thing for maintenance for the bike, and probably get that together the next week or so. So thanks again for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully that's useful. If you have any better ideas, I'm not a mechanic. I'm just doing this stuff on my own. So if you have any tips, hit me up. I'd love to hear from you. Talk to you soon. Good riding.